Welcome back to episode 2 of Western Conference Elitists. We are talking to you on Tuesday afternoon, right before the first Lakers play-in game. That's a little too low. We're talking to you before the first play-in game, and this is Ezra Burke.
Here with his co-host, Adam Cohen.
And let's talk ball. Let's start with Lakers-Pelicans.
So
tell us, what are we gonna see, and what are we about to watch? Tell us what we're about to watch.
All right. So today on the podcast, as we mentioned, we're gonna go through a couple of main points, right? So first, we're gonna cover the Lakers-Pelicans matchup, which we've been researching profusely.
Oh, this entire week has just been a rabbit hole of film, basically, which is great.
Yeah. So you can't tell the story of Lakers-Pelicans without remembering that the winner gets the Nuggies.
That's a great place to start.
That is
a great place to start.
Statement that both teams are highly.
You know what I was thinking about today? I want them to put on the Nuggets. I want them to put on the Nuggets logo when we watch. I hope that it has the entire time winner plays Denver.
Because that's just looming over the whole thing.
This is a dark, dark cloud. Right? I have a friend who's a Lakers fan I was texting today. And, yeah, he started off by saying, that is the rumor, should they tank the 7-8 game is the thing going around. And guess what? Lakers fans, if they lose tonight, they're going to be shouting it from the rooftops.
Let me add on to that, right?
But you know what I said? The first thing I said, just real quick. If anybody were to beat the Nuggets in the first round, give me the Lakers, man. Give me the Lakers. That's how I first responded.
100% agree.
Adam, can you imagine the Western Conference series we might get?
They've also got the plot armor.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Adam, can you imagine the Western... those are must-watch games, yeah. Lakers-Nuggets. Must-watch on the level of Mavs-Clippers.
Yeah.
LeBron versus the defending champs. Adam, okay, so now we're adding 3 blockbuster series in the West. Total blockbuster.
The West is killing it.
Total. Suns Timberwolves, I'm sorry, is a blockbuster series.
Elitist.
Of course, that's what we're doing. The Nuggets, Suns, we're in a bit of a tangent, but the Suns Timberwolves is blockbuster.
That's what podcast is,
man. Of course,
no, tangents.
It's totally blockbuster. And okay, so what would we get? Thunder versus who? That would be blockbuster. Is it Golden State? Is that the only answer? Is that the only answer, or can you say New Orleans is blockbuster against Golden State? Against.
You can't call it blockbuster.
City. You can't.
You can't. It's not the same.
If the Eastern Conference didn't exist, it'd be NBA TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the case. Which is fine. I think we might get Golden State, though. I think we might get Golden State. Sorry,
that just scared me badly. I jumped. Okay, but wait.
If we get Golden State, Oklahoma City, that would be incredible.
It would be nuts.
Okay.
And they would market it as old versus new, upcoming versus
now we have
cemented.
4. Well, it's Curry. Curry's blockbuster. Now we have...
The last dynasty versus what they
wow,
hope is the
great.
next dynasty.
The future Warriors. That's what they call them, the baby Warriors. It would be the baby Warriors. Okay. That is 4 blockbuster series. Because that's blockbuster.
Yeah.
You're telling me Thunder, Golden State.
Wow. It would be the best playoff basketball.
Well, I texted you months ago, and I said my dream Western Conference matchups are, and guess where the 8 teams that made it? These 8 teams. I left out the Kings, I left out the Pelicans, and I thought that was semi-realistic.
I agree.
Well, I thought it was semi-realistic, which is crazy at the time.
Yeah.
And I don't take it back. The matchups were wrong, though, because I wanted Nuggets Suns.
You can't.
Okay.
But wait.
What a tangent.
But could we just say on the other side of, the umbrella statement that is whoever wins plays the Nuggets in the first round, which no one wants, is that the loser could potentially be playing Stephen Curry in a single-game elimination.
Can I say something crazy? I'm not that worried about that.
You think?
Post-All-Star break, it hasn't been the same.
No, but come on.
Post-rule change.
Single-game
Post-rule change. I think the Kings might win tonight.
I'd be shocked.
Okay, if Golden State wins, I don't think it's because of Steph Curry is what I'll say.
But you don't want to play him in a single game. You know what you can do in one game?
So can LeBron. But, they also have D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Davis.
Well, yeah.
This isn't just Curry. Who else are we even talking about?
Just single-game elimination against the greatest dynasty
I know. You think Courier is going to outmastermind Ham? Maybe. Like, I don't know.
Ham's
like
Lakers.
Yeah, I know. If it was an 8-9 game.
Yes, he should. He should. Ham is considered to be...
If you could pick
He's regarded as one of the worst coaches in basketball. They were calling for him to be fired. They were calling for him to be fired.
You're right. Really were.
They said the issue was he wouldn't adjust rotations.
He didn't. And he didn't do a great job of it. And what happened to Austin Reeves is here?
Why is this such a mess?
It's been
Why is this such a mess? Why is this such a mess?
I hope you guys listening at home didn't hear the answer to that question.
We'll try to mute it.
No. Come on. This is a podcast.
Anyways.
That would be one of the craziest moments of the show.
We don't condone that kind of language.
We do not condone it at all. But that was just a random guy walking past on the street.
Horrific.
I promise.
They were talking probably about us, but whatever.
Whatever. We don't have to talk about hate crimes right now. Anyways, listen.
That is the most external.
You're making
now let's get in the weeds. Okay. Let's get in the weeds.
Let's get deep in it. Did you know that the Lakers are 3-1 against the Pelicans this season?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. But did you know that
everybody
they
does.
have a win margin of 26
The
points?
tournament was a disastrous
26
moment
points
of the season.
Is their average win margin.
If the Pelicans lose this game,
and their one loss was after a back-to-back. D'Lo was out.
Really?
LeBron was sick.
You know what I think of D'Lo?
Tell me.
I think this is a D'Lo game.
Yeah, for sure. And here, you have to think about matchups-wise, right?
Herb, though.
But who's going to guard LeBron then?
Zion.
Yeah, I hope not. Zion's about to get left in the dust.
Well, who's Zion going to guard? Hachimura? Probably Hachimura.
He's kind of...
And then Herb's on...
Usually he's just stronger than people.
Are you ready for a fake trade, Adam?
Not yet.
Not yet, but with Pelicans involved.
Yeah. Yeah, their one loss, Rui got hurt in the middle. D'Lo didn't play. Okay. LeBron was sick, and it was a back-to-back.
That's what makes this year's Lakers different, or as good as last year. I would love Lakers Nuggets. I would love Lakers Nuggets.
It would be incredible.
I hope we get it. I hope we get it tonight. If we get it tonight, celebrations.
Also,
we're gonna go celebratory. Whatever.
Can I tell you the real problem with the matchup here?
Sure.
The Pelicans, all season, their paint defense has literally been top 10, top 5 almost. But every time the Lakers play them, you know where they dominate them?
Who?
In the paint.
What? Okay, Valanciunas might not play tonight. We might not see Valanciunas play.
Yeah, because you can't.
Larry Nance. Let's see the Larry Nance shtick.
Larry Nance shooting 41% from 3 this season.
He's a big part of this.
But the catch, he's only averaging 1 a game. 40% on 1 a game. 40% on 1 a game.
He's not that great offensively.
What if they put him in for a small ball 5 and he just doesn't hit shots? That wouldn't be surprising.
Against the Lakers because of Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis,
especially when you're big is Valanciunas.
Anthony Davis stretching the floor like he does.
Also, Valanciunas is
incredible
nothing.
for them.
Anthony Davis can leave him, which means that he can roam. He can roam the paint
Valanciunas
with
ain't
Zion.
playing. Valanciunas ain't playing.
But who's going to play otherwise? There's no option. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers just dominate them.
And you can't do Zion at the 5 against the Lakers.
Cannot,
no
because
way.
It's Anthony Davis.
And LeBron.
And then you can't. You don't have enough
else
guys.
Are there? Reggie Marshall's not big enough. Is that what they're missing?
Dude, but the way they win games, the way they play defense, is defense in the paint. The Lakers beat them at that every time.
Yeah, the Lakers are better than that. Then why?
When they played,
this game in New Orleans?
When they played in the first half, guess what? The Lakers had 50 points in the paint. Pelicans had 12. And that's what the Pelicans are good at.
I don't love jumping into statistical things about the last day of the season. That day was so messed up,
They beat them by an average of 26 points.
I know, that day was so messed up.
But what are you talking about last day? Yeah, but...
You want to talk Timberwolves Suns? Are we going to start with that game?
We already covered it.
No, I know. I'm just saying. That game was crazy. Those games were nuts. I don't know. There's not one close game. This game will not be like... Or is that what you're telling me right now? That this game will be like the last time they played was a total blowout?
No, I don't think so. No. Because they'll probably make some adjustment, I hope.
They have to. Brandon Ingram is the adjustment.
Brandon Ingram
He
played,
played.
and he looked good.
I think CJ McCollum's a big part of this.
He looked
He's
good.
actually been sometimes the best offensive player on the court for this team for a
Herb
long.
Jones.
Well, Herb Jones is a B offensive. He's not your
No,
primary
I'm
guy.
saying defensively.
CJ McCollum.
I know. I'm saying.
I know he
Okay.
can't guard anybody.
Wait. But also, Lakers are a big drop coverage team because they want AD at the hoop. They
So
want him.
CJ.
But CJ and BI are just like mid-range.
CJ can hit
dudes.
threes. CJ can hit.
I know, but why are you missing my point? My point is that they
Driving home.
the
The drop coverage.
the Lakers always run
Drop
drop
back.
every 100% of the time. BI and CJ McCollum are going to walk into mid-ranges. If they can just hit their open pull-up mid-ranges,
Yeah.
that could open up the whole game.
That's why I believe in CJ. Because CJ I trust in a game. He's like a DeMar DeRozan type. Like, I'd rather have DeRozan. Definitely. Certainly, I'd rather have DeRozan. I'd like to make that point clear. But, and we'll see DeRozan later tonight, and we'll get to DeRozan, actually.
Oh, yeah, we will.
We will get to DeRozan. This is going to be a great game. I'm really excited for that Bulls-Hawks game.
Yeah.
But let's just drive this one home.
Me too. Which I
it-
feel like is not a popular opinion. For some reason.
I don't know why. We should celebrate all these matchups. Like, people are trying to box teams out of the
Just
play-in.
because of the worst team in the East doesn't mean they
They were
suck.
like, oh, maybe they should the limit.
There's still a team
No.
that could be in the playoffs.
Are you kidding me? Look at the talent they have. These teams are all in. These teams are screwed.
Yeah.
Like, the overflow of teams that are trying to win is incredible. We shouldn't be shrinking that. And these teams are all in. They've traded future picks. Both of these teams. One of these teams cannot lose. Like, Chicago, if Atlanta loses, one of those guards is gone.
Yeah.
You know how big a deal that is for the NBA landscape? It could mean, if Atlanta loses tonight, it could mean Trae Young's a Laker come September. Whoa.
A Laker?
Could be.
Like
Could
a
be he's a
Spur.
Clipper. Could be he's a Clipper.
Spur.
No. I'm looking at Garland if I'm San Antonio.
You know how I feel about Garland.
Or Mitchell.
You know how I feel
I
about
think Mitchell.
Garland.
I think Mitchell, you could literally win a championship. You got Mitchell, and then you Keldon John. Not Keldon. Devin Vassell. That's 3. We're 3 deep in a championship roster. Let's fill out the rest with. We have the 3rd pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Bad draft.
Dude, you know how... We need to do just a Wemby and the Spurs future episode.
The Spurs
We
are
need to do an
this
episode
close.
titled
The Spurs are
Future Dynasties.
Spurs are this close. We'll
Let's
do it.
predict the dynasties.
Well, we talked about last time the inner core of the West dynasty, which is
Jokic
Dallas,
and the Nuggets.
Jokic,
Luka and Dallas.
Well,
and Wemby
Luka,
and the
I'm not,
Spurs.
and the Thunder,
And the Thunder,
and the
was
Thunder are the
fourth.
4th. We've said that. That is a thing we hold true.
Been documented.
Yeah, because it's real. And then
No one else is.
look,
really
Phoenix
bad.
fans are going to be upset, but
Come on. It's not the same.
But hey, great job getting out of the play-in.
Yeah.
Great job.
Huge.
Imagine if we were watching the Suns tonight.
And
This
then
would
the
be like
first round was
Yom
Suns
Kippur.
Nuggets.
This would be like Yom Kippur.
Suns Nuggets first round.
I hope they have a Nuggets
brain would
logo.
explode.
I hope they have a Nuggets
I think my
logo
brain would
on
just explode.
the camera. I hope they have a Nuggets logo on the camera.
I know, it needs to show up.
It's like
Just
the Batman
Thanos.
signal.
Yeah.
Thanos.
In the background, just lurking.
It should be like on the court.
Yeah, just like a little
Or
asterisk.
you know what people have talked about?
Little
People have talked about that the first team should get to pick their
I
opponent.
saw. I don't like it.
I don't like it
I don't
either.
like it.
I don't like it.
Let
either.
it play out. You know.
Yeah, we don't need to manufacture beef. There's already
Yeah.
enough. People want to win. They don't need to be like. It's also like a bad position to be put in every year. You're just creating
you
drama.
Create this huge thing every time.
You're just creating drama,
That
and
sucks.
it's manufacturing rivalries. It's not
Yeah.
worth it. Wow. Okay, predictions. We have to cut it at that point, right? We can't keep going Lakers. I think
Lakers win, is my prediction. And let me
I go
just-
by you. I go by
I
you.
think.
This is your game. I go
I
by
think
you.
the Lakers should win. I mean, something would need to go crazy. Like the Pelicans would need to go off. Remember, Zion is obviously their best player on offense. I don't know if I should say obviously.
Obviously,
to you,
with Brandon
'cause I know how
Ingram,
you
I have
feel.
and CJ
But-
McCollum. I
but-
actually think he could have a third person
Okay,
argument.
he is definitely pretty good on offense for the team, and they
Yeah,
need
when
him.
he's playing Zion and
But
like
you
nobody
have
else
to
can do
remember,
anything.
He's going against Zion and LeBron. That's probably the worst matchup.
LeBron's
the thing
a better
the Pelicans,
version of Zion.
Listen,
LeBron's a better version of Zion right now.
Wait,
right
let me
now
explain,
he
Let me
is.
explain. The better Like the reason that
Is it possible Zion could ever succeed with LeBron in the league? What do you think? They're very similar players.
It's possible. It's possible. Wait. But the reason, right? We think Pelicans, their record is so good, and somehow
they only
a
tank
little bit
because
of
of Brandon Ingram
their
getting
outlier
hurt.
is that their losses to the Lakers. Like they've just been dominated. It's because the things that the Pelicans do well is exactly what the Lakers are good at stopping people from doing well.
Okay, then what's the
and
score?
The thing
I agree.
that
I agree. We've
that
talked.
the Lakers do well, the Pelicans are supposed to be able to stop well, but they can't. And
Look,
they never have.
Could we even say this?
26 points every time.
Can I say this? Maybe the Pelicans are kind of creating the Lakers image. And as long as the Lakers are in the league, they can't really beat
I
them.
think Valanciunas is their issue.
Remember, they have that Anthony Davis trade connection. Like,
Valanciunas.
these franchises are tied.
Way back.
I think the Pelicans are kind of built in the Lakers' image
Yeah.
as
But they're not there
the
yet.
type they play. And they got Zion, and they have
be
this
LeBron.
Brandon Ingram.
But LeBron
and
hasn't worked out perfectly.
CJ McCollum, D'Angelo Russell, like, they're very similar teams with now an abundance of picks that they're going to use on something.
I
could
think
see
the
them paying
Pelicans
attention.
have a...
Who gets Donovan Mitchell?
You
Mitchell
love
Mitchell's a
Donovan
Laker.
Mitchell. You love him.
Mitchell's a Laker would be championship.
I'm not going to give a score prediction because those are pretty fluky, but
So hard.
give me the Lakers with 80% confidence, which is a lot.
It's a lot.
And
We're going to get to the other games. I don't think we'll get to 80 on much.
and
Actually, I think we will.
I think I'm pretty confident in the Lakers.
Say the Lakers are going to win.
Yeah,
Say it.
I do. I think the Lakers are going to win.
Just say the Lakers are going to win.
The Lakers are going to win.
Okay.
I think something...
That is the position of the podcast.
The problem with the Pelicans' chances of winning is they need some very specific things to happen.
No, you're
Like-
right. I'm with you on this.
And they can't turn the ball over.
we've
And they
discussed
can't
it,
turn
and
the
I
ball
agree
over.
with you.
Could you imagine
I stamp.
the Lakers in transition?
I'm not gonna say it, but I
LeBron, AD, D'Lo. They're like one of the best transition teams in the NBA.
Let's watch.
If the Pelicans lose their turnovers, they're screwed. Give me the Lakers. They're winning this game.
Okay. That's the position of the podcast. You said it. Next game, Warriors-Kings. I mean, you thought that those two teams were connected, the Pelicans and the Lakers? Let me paint you another picture. Warriors-Kings. Zach Lowe, a man I truly respect, he said if De'Aaron Fox didn't sprain his finger in the series last season, the Kings would have won the series. He said that. So I take him at his word. Kings, this is like the Super Bowl for the Kings. When I saw the entry ticket prices for all of the playing games, the Kings was $250. For example, we will be going to Philly tomorrow. Entry price $68, and we'll be driving there. And we will be going live afterwards on the drive back to NYU.
Of course.
Breaking down what we just saw
Breaking
there
down
from the
it.
Eastern Conference.
Paint the picture for me. Paint the picture for
We're giving the
me.
Eastern Conference a try. I mean, it's not anything real. It's just we live in the East. What should I paint? Okay.
I'm saying paint the picture for
Oh.
me. Come on, the real series in the real conference. Curry Fox.
It's incredible. I love De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox is one of the most underrated guards in the league. I don't really know why he's not getting talked about this season. And honestly, he's not been as good. He hasn't been. But, like, I believe it's still there. I think that Sabonis gets a lot of shine on this team. But if we're asking each other who's the better player, we're saying Fox.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, look, this
Fox.
Halliburton thing was a problem.
That he just popped up.
That they traded him. Because Keegan Murray is a stud.
We'll see.
Because Keegan Murray is a stud.
Yes, he is.
Keegan Murray is he's a good defender, and he's a
catch
stud.
and shoot. He's got that catch and shoot green.
You know what?
That's-
Him and Sabonis have a great chemistry.
Yeah.
But Halliburton and him
It's
could
a
have
good
also had
system.
great chemistry.
It's a good system.
You're saying the Warriors are the better version of it.
I think they're the more established version.
I don't know how well Curry's responded to.
Also,
the
I think
change
I
in
don't know if the Kings are going to be overcome the losses to Herter and Monk.
I
That is a
know,
huge amount of their
but they
offense.
haven't gotten that much worse. Keon Ellis has really stepped up. Davion Mitchell has stepped up.
David Mitchell's
Harrison Barnes
offense
could have a
is
good
not-
game.
That offense never hit the point they wanted out of it.
I think Sabonis v. Draymond is one of the most exciting things to watch. And we have the best kind of guys to guard Curry. You have Keon Ellis and you have Davion Mitchell. But those are the guys you want.
That's not how it works with the Warriors.
It is. You have to run with him.
Yeah, but there's 10 screens.
It's fluid, but these guys are fluid. Okay, then they have guys to switch. Keegan Murray could switch on.
Really.
Keegan Murray could switch on. It's like a Kevin Love.
Do you remember what happened when the Mavs did that against them? They were just always like 3 steps behind.
I don't think this is the same Warriors. Can we stop acting like it is? Like, what are we talking about? This team's they're in 10th place. The Rockets almost beat them out until Lucas scooped 3 to shot.
The reason the Kings were good is because they had all of these amazing
They weren't just good. They were the third
seed.
seed. They were the 3rd seed last year. I know they lost Monk. I know they lost Herter.
Yeah, but the reason they're good is because Fox gets in the paint off the handoff from Sabonis.
I'm not saying I believe what I'm saying. I'm painting the picture.
And he kicks out. He kicks out to Herter. He kicks out to
I've been thinking about
Monk.
this picture for weeks.
He kicks out to some of the best shooters in the NBA, and they just lost 2 of them. The system, unless they have this amazing next man up, we actually keep a bunch of 40% shooters on the bench.
Keegan.
That's
He's going to have a great game.
He needs to.
He will.
He needs to look like MPJ.
I believe in him. In Sacramento, I really believe in him.
MPJ.
He's better than MPJ. I'd rather have him than MPJ.
Because of defense?
Because he's not like 7 feet tall and running in the wrong places, and he's more fluid, and he's not taking bad shots.
MPJ's got the THJ look.
Yeah, it's sloppy. It's sloppy with MPJ. And he's not a great playmaker at all. In fact, he's one of the worst. He averages 1 assist per game, I think. Much better, because he can dribble. Keegan was an All-American at Iowa, and he was the number 1 guy on that team, and he really... he led them. I mean, they lost pretty early in March Madness, but... Yeah, we're big Keegan Murray fans in this pod.
Yeah, for sure.
And that goes from Zach, who said that.
Yeah. Zach claims to still have never seen him miss.
I would love to see the Kings win tonight. And I know that nobody in the world wants me to, but I wouldn't. I want the Warriors to win, obviously. Yeah. Of course. But, the Kings getting written off this quickly is bad. And it's sad.
But they also slid, so... Also, I think a lot of it is because they just lost 2 back-to-back games against...
Hey, you know what?
Incredible
in our pod
Ripsaw
tomorrow.
Mavericks. That's what derailed their season.
I know.
Right?
That was
that was when it fell apart.
It was a disaster. Well, they had other chances.
Come on, but
the injuries were killing.
You can't lose 2 in a row. That's a momentum halter.
The Herter one hurt.
That is we are better than you. That is there's
Both
levels
of
to
them were in
this.
Sacramento. That was Dallas. But Dallas ended off so hot. It was like, whatever. We actually played them close that last time. That asshole Exum hit 3s. That's what they're going to be saying. That's what they're saying.
He'd do that.
It's not crazy. And I'm not saying I agree with it, but it's not crazy. And so, for plot, I want the Warriors to win. And I think the Warriors are going to win.
That's your prediction. Where I'm 70-80%
no,
sure
I think
about
the Kings
Lakers.
win. I think the Kings win.
This seems more like a 45-55 kind
I think the Kings are going to win this game. I think that their better players are more consistent, and they're going to...
You're going against the grain here.
I know. I think can we get a Fox game, please? If Fox can play like he did last year in the playoffs, the Kings win this game. Can I say that?
He needs to play 48 minutes.
Fox was better than SGA. Ooh.
He was.
Towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
I had a
But SGA wasn't SGA until this year.
Okay, fine. Okay, so you're telling me SGA just took a leap and Fox took a step back? I don't believe in step backs, really. That's why I think D'Angelo Russell is still that same guy. I don't believe in these step backs. Fox was incredible last year. I think we get it. I think Sabonis gives us what he gives us. Draymond's going to try to hack 3s because he did last time it was prime time.
Yeah, it was weird.
Clay, let's see it early or let's not see it.
Yeah.
Pajemski, I love.
Yeah.
Trace Jackson-Davis, no, he's not playing this game. Sabonis would eat him up.
Yeah.
Sabonis would eat him.
It's true.
That's who Sabonis eats on.
It's going to be a lot of Draymond.
Okay, let's see that then. I can see the Warriors dynasty ending tonight. And then...
Wow.
What we would say afterwards.
Underline that line.
We're going to talk about it afterwards. Because... We'll be talking about it afterwards because what we'll be saying in the car ride after. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Because we have to talk about that. That'd be a headline.
Yeah, I mean, that would be one of the ends of one of the most iconic things in sports ever.
We could get to that on the car ride. There's lots to talk about there.
Wow.
Seasons will end tonight, and that is a mental mind shift that we need to all make.
Do you think the Kings lose? They can just blame it on Herter Monk, and then they run
can't
it back?
To themselves. They can't to themselves. They can't to us. They can't to themselves.
What?
They can to the NBA, but they can't do it to themselves. Their fans know something's wrong. And if Sabonis doesn't show up today,
Also, have to
they're
pay
not
Monk.
going to
I don't
love
know if they want
Sabonis.
to pay Monk.
That's a problem. They
That's
won't
huge.
keep him. They won't.
And they're gonna.
I'm telling you right now, they're not.
They
Either
might be
way.
the team that falls off with the emergence of the Grizzlies and
They might be, of
the
course.
re-emergence of the Grizzlies, of course.
This is a
And
disaster.
Potentially.
They're in-
I don't know how big of a leap the Spurs can take in 1 year, but I'm expecting it to be pretty big.
They're in a really tough place because they're going to have to. They're going to have to. They have to decide if they're going all in on this, and if they go all in, that means there could be a disaster downside. It could be a disaster downside. Should we move? We should probably move. There's a pop-up karaoke car next to us. Almost like the worst thing that could happen. I'm so excited. I think the Kings
This is
win.
the most TV show plot.
This is hilarious. I think I've
Is
never
he
seen
going to
something
come
like
up
that.
this and be like, "You're
It'd be a
contestants on the
disaster.
show"?
They'd have to decline.
What if it's not a choice? It's got lights on us.
It's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I think the Kings win. I think the Kings win. Okay, now let's talk about my favorite matchup
Wait, tell me-
of the play-in.
Tell me the Kings will win. if
Kings,
you
the
believe
Kings
it.
will win.
Okay, honestly, this is taking a full leap of faith because I was of the other camp.
Of
But if
course
this is
you
the
should
opinion
be.
of the
Of course
pod-
you should be.
If this is
Yeah,
the
these are
opinion
bold
of the
predictions.
pod,
We're going bold.
this is the opinion of the pod.
I would love it if the Kings win. I'm blinded by the Kings. I think that their star players are more... Look, the only asterisk... I think we can each put, like, one thing on the line. Like, okay, we don't have to go all in because what I'm going to say is Fox will look like Curry. No, Fox will look like the better guard in the court. That's what I need for this prediction. And last year, that was the case. And that's what I'm basing a lot of this off of. Fox, you have to find your transition 3 pull-up. You have to find your floater game. I think he's such a dynamic arm. I'm such a fan. But if he's not going to show up, then, okay, let's pack it up. What are we even talking about? Obviously, the Warriors will probably win. But I think the Kings will. And I know it's a paradox, but it's what I believe. Let's talk about... I think the Kings, yes. Let's talk about my favorite playing game.
All right.
Let's talk about our
Official
favorite playing
opinion
game.
of the pod.
This is the Kings.
Here's the Kings. All right.
I see it ending tonight in Golden
Mr.
State.
Ezra.
In Sacramento. It's so tough. This is a Super Bowl for them. Anyways, let's talk Bucks. Let's talk Bulls
Like
versus
the Timberwolves
Hawks.
last year.
Let's talk Bulls Hawks. This is such a juicy game.
So underrated. You think people don't like it because both teams are red?
Teams don't like... Yeah, you know,
I
because...
think that's a factor.
Well,
It's
you
not
know
as
what?
visually-
The national media has gotten really down on both of these teams.
Yeah, it's true.
The Bulls are in about as bad a place you can be
Zach
nationally as you
LaVine's
can.
not playing.
Of course, he's not even in the picture.
I know, but they have there's nothing flashy.
Well, we're not even
That's what it
talking
is.
about the bigger
There's
one,
no-
Lonzo
there's nothing
Ball.
Flashy.
Lonzo Ball. Ouch.
There was a second where the Bulls looked like they were going to.
Yeah, they played the Mavs and they momish destroyed us. And you know I love it when we get destroyed, because I learned so much about the other team, and they were incredible. Mavs fans are actually some of the few who know just how good this Bulls team was. But I don't think we were ever going to get there with Vooch. I think that's fair. I don't think this team was ever going to get to championship status
No.
with Vooch.
Yep.
And Patrick Williams had to pan out, and he didn't. Okay? So that is, I think, two things that are important to talk about here. Patrick Williams never... Patrick Williams never panned out. Patrick Williams never... Excuse us, please. New York City is a crazy place. I don't think this was ever happening with Adam. I don't think...
Sorry. Part of my language.
Okay, yeah, that's what I think about that. And I think Patrick Williams never panned out. That's a big problem. And maybe somebody takes a flyer on Patrick Williams this offseason. He might be able to get him for pretty cheap.
Wow, the what ifs of the Bulls are rough.
And for the Hawks, it's like Jalen Johnson's out. That sucks.
None of those.
Well, they kind of do. Because if the Hawks lose, one of those guys will be traded.
I think if they win, one of them will be traded. I think
Probably,
it's
but-
really a nothing.
We'll see. Because if they beat
Will they both
Miami...
be traded?
If they beat Miami,
Think
I
there's chance
actually think
they
there's a
both
chance
get
they keep
traded?
him. No.
No chance.
Not until the next
What
trade
if they can get
deadline.
their own
Not until the
picks
next
back
trade.
from-
Like, that's the dream.
Yeah.
That's the first call they make.
Not that they can.
That's the first call they make.
Yeah. Not
It's
that they
DeJounte. Do you want DeJounte back?
they'll say.
I think they might say yes.
Take him back for what?
It's
A
Popovich.
pick? It wouldn't
Yeah,
be more
for
than
our picks back.
how many picks? How many picks would you give up for DeJounte?
And maybe you give up
Murray
Jalen Johnson also. Ouch.
just to get your pick? I would.
You
do
give him
it.
pieces.
I would do it.
Because if I'm the Spurs, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good trade.
You ready for my next trade?
Yeah, hit me.
Okay, you are the GM of the New Orleans Pelicans. Let me paint you a hypothetical. The Pelicans go down. They just don't have the playmaking to get open shots to end the game. It just looks obvious against the Lakers. I'm the Oklahoma City Thunder. I call you. I say, I'll give you Josh Giddey for Trey Murphy.
For the Pelicans.
Yeah.
What do you do, CJ? You want him at the 2?
Yeah. Josh Giddey's a 1.
He's really small.
Josh Giddey's a 1.
I know, but CJ's really small.
I know that Josh Giddey's 6'7". I'm giving you Josh Giddey. To pair your backcourt, you have one Kyrie, you have one Luka. Like, you could pitch that.
It's true.
I think
There's
Giddey...
precedent.
Give Giddey the
Obviously,
keys.
just a budget version of Kyrie.
Give Giddey the keys. He's a good player. But yeah, we're Oklahoma City. We're going to kind of cut you a little bit on the deal. You're definitely losing some value. But Trey Murphy, like, really, you're going to start him with you're not starting with Brandon Ingram and Herb Jones. Like, what are we talking about? And, like, Najee Marshall is good enough.
I know this might be obvious, but tell me a bit how Trey Murphy is a perfect fit for OKC.
It's not that obvious.
Tell me how.
I think it makes a lot of sense because you put Shea at the 1,
Okay.
Jalen Williams at the 2,
Okay.
and then you have Trey Murphy at the 3, and then that is.
Might be a little.
Is it small? You think?
Small. How tall is Murphy?
Well, I think Jalen Williams makes up for it by being big enough. I think we underestimate how big Trey Murphy is. He's a big guy.
Is he?
And we'll see. We'll find out tonight. Honestly, we will find out tonight. That's why this is a great pre-game trade talk.
Well, obviously on the next.
We'll talk about this
Definitely.
because I think this is a
We'll
chance.
see
of
what
happening.
went right, what went wrong.
And of course, my number one trade always is
Take it
Evan
as
Mobley for Mikal
learning.
Bridges.
You love that.
Do it.
You love that.
Do it. Who says no? Brooklyn needs a face of the franchise. They do. Mikal Bridges being on the Nets is one of the biggest paradoxes in the NBA.
It's so weird.
Why would the ultimate winner go to the ultimate loser? It hurts. It hurts us to see. Evan Mobley there, who honestly is not an ultimate winner. Okay?
Not quite.
Go to the Nets and do your thing and maybe jumpstart.
Yeah.
Maybe D'Angelo Russell it.
Maybe he's more of an offensive hub.
That's why I really want that to happen too. We don't have to talk about my prediction that got stolen today on Twitter.
Wow. One of the craziest, amazing calls. Because when you said it, my first thought was that is
It makes sense.
the most obvious and smart thing I've heard. The only way that it hasn't happened yet is because they hadn't thought of it yet.
Yeah.
Because
And
if
this
they
was-
thought of it, it would have been implemented
Look, I don't know if you guys follow my Twitter, anybody who's listening, but
Adam Cohen.
yeah, at Ezra Burke, Berke, and I thought maybe that. Here's what I thought: the winner of the NBA Cup, as they call it. I didn't even know they were calling it that back then. I thought that the winner of that should have an automatic tiebreaker over anything. I felt like that was.
And this West really pointed that out. That is valuable.
Yeah,
but not
I think the Lakers
overpowered.
should have gotten it. I think.
It's fair.
I think this should be in LA. Like,
Yeah.
I think this game should be in LA.
That's okay, man.
It's fine. And that's why, by the way, you know why? Because they actually said a different language than I used. They said head-to-head in-season tournament. And I think that they really wanted this game in LA because it almost deserves to be from the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
But it's not. Very importantly, it's not. LeBron's in New Orleans right now. That is crazy.
But they've been in New Orleans for like 5 days at this point.
I know, but that's
They're comfortable there. They're
like
chilling.
the playing tournament. These are almost like, if LeBron, like that is almost television. And like, it's in New Orleans. They needed this game in LA. And I think, okay, so,
That's
and then
big
today
pick.
Shams announced,
Shams. It's Shams.
whatever,
I think.
announced that that they were gonna. Adam Silver was looking into implementing my
Exactly what I
tiebreaker,
just
the Ezra
said.
Berg tiebreaker. That did
The Ezra
and I
tiebreaker.
retweeted it. It was for I luckily I tweeted it. I didn't know if I tweeted it. Or not.
I remembered.
That's crazy because I don't tweet
remembered
that often.
that he tweeted it.
That's crazy because I don't tweet that often.
That's how you know I'm in it. I'm a supporter, fan of the.
There's a timestamp. There's a timestamp, guys. I promise. I didn't change it.
Yeah, it's crazy that came true because it was such a niche idea.
So niche. So
It was
niche.
like, why are you even thinking about that? Because we're weird as heck.
Adam, if I'm ever commissioner, you know you'll be right in the chair. I mean, come on. It would be incredible.
And that's the ultimate job, by the way, just in the world. Doesn't get better than that.
One day we'll do if we were NBA commissioners on the pod.
Oh, we would do.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm in.
That's an
And
awesome
also,
pod.
Adam Silver killed it with this 10% less foul thing. The game is so much better.
This is a game I fell in love with. I love this game more than football, baseball, basketball. Basketball's
It
the
went
best.
from being fun to just beautiful. You
It
get
went
to
from
see
being an
flow.
arcade to a
Every play
chess
doesn't
match.
end with a whistle.
It's a chess match and it's psychological over. I love it.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I agree.
How it's meant to be.
I agree. Bulls Hawks. Oh,
Alright.
that was my
give
quick
us-
hype up
Give us
of the pod.
pick.
That was a quick pod
Of
hype.
course. Wow.
I know we're gonna be getting these predictions right all the time, so don't worry about it. My
Give
prediction
us a prediction.
is,
And then we gotta head in to watch the.
I think the Bulls win.
Okay. Okay. Why?
Everybody on ESPN picked the Bulls. 14 out of 14.
Wow.
I think once again, and I'm gonna kind of go with this as my theme of the night, and this would be an incredible start to tomorrow's podcast or tomorrow night's theme of the night. I think the consistent stars are the ones that are gonna win it, and so I think the Lakers guys, the Kings guys, I think DeRozan, and I don't know about Heat Sixers. I don't have a great read on it.
I think if
the
Embiid's
Sixers
right, Sixers should win. They should.
I'm
They have
really
no
upset
excuse.
Razier is not playing. I'm really upset Razier
That
is
was
not
their
playing.
one big move, basically. That was their They're like, oh, our offense sucks. Let's get someone
it's
who
neck.
does offense.
It's neck.
I know.
What?
It's a weird one.
What are we talking about? They don't have Keegan Murray in this rookie class. Jovic is not Keegan Murray.
Not at all.
Not at
Not
all.
even close.
Not even close.
He's also not even good defensively.
They need him to be, but he's just not.
Yeah.
That's what
He's
they need
also
every
very
year.
young. Very young.
So yeah, I'm going with that. The theme of being stars of the night. The consistent stars are going to shine tonight. Yeah, I'm in on this. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh, Olympic basketball. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk Olympic basketball.
Yeah.
They announced the 12 starters, 11.
USA should not lose.
I really think that the United States is going to lose.
Wow.
Well, I don't think it'll actually happen, but I really think there's a very good chance. I really hope Luka gets in the tournament. If Luka, Jokic, I'm going to say something right now. If Luka, Canada, which is in, Jokic, Giannis, all have teams in the tournament, then the United States won't win.
You think just one of them is going to beat him?
I think there's too much.
Wow.
Imagine Jokic. Jokic just pieces him. Jokic has Bogdanovic, you know that? My sixth man of the year.
Yeah.
No, he's not my sixth man of the year. My sixth man is Malik Monk.
Of course.
I think Malik Monk.
Bogdanovic, future Maverick.
You know what I was very upset to see today?
Future Maverick.
My good thing I didn't send in my ballot because my most improved player, Dante DiVincenzo, is ineligible. He didn't play enough 20-minute games.
I saw.
I was stunned.
Same way.
Dante DiVincenzo is my most improved player. He is.
Yeah.
He was.
He changed
He
the
at
offense.
times was the second best
Changed the
player on the
offense.
next court.
Yeah.
Actually, most of the time, I would say. People love to give Brunson credit, and I do too. I'm a big Jalen Brunson fan. I am. But let's be honest, Dante DiVincenzo taking that step up, he deserved most improved player.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to campaign for that. I think the NBA should change that. I think they should allow DiVincenzo to be eligible.
Most improved shouldn't have the minutes.
It's heinous. What are we talking about? And Jalen Johnson should also be in the conversation. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see him tonight. What a game we have tonight. What games we have tonight. So blessed. We're so
Lakers,
blessed.
Pelicans.
I'll be upset when there's no games.
And Warriors Kings. All right, we got to go.
No, well, you got to give a closing wrap up.
Of course.
Olympic basketball. We were going to talk a lot Olympic basketball because there are so many storylines there in future episodes. But as of now, the United States roster came out. I like it. I don't love it. I really want Aaron Gordon on it.
You want the winning pieces.
Yeah, I do, because I know that I don't think Drew Holiday. I don't know why the Americans have this obsession with getting Drew Holiday on the Olympic basketball team. I don't think it's healthy.
They must like him.
Okay, but enough. He's not going to play important minutes. What are we talking about? Can we get guys who could actually play important minutes? Aaron Gordon's one of them. You know who else is another one? Derek White. Can we get guys who are going to play?
Really wanted
Derek
that.
White's
He's been
bigger.
saying that all year.
Yeah, no, well, I have a theory that Derek White
gonna
win Finals MVP, and then he's gonna get a spot on the roster because maybe Embiid bows out. Embiid is on the Americans also. But check out that team. It is an incredible team. I don't know who's gonna. I don't think it'll be America. But we'll talk about that another time. We are about to go head in and watch the play-in. We're excited.
Yeah, we will. Let's go see everything unfold.
Thank you for listening, Western Conference Elitists. I think we
See
did
you next
our
time.
job. We will be back tomorrow night, live from after the game. The vibes are going to be so high. Different kind of high.
It's going to be crazy.
It's
Might
going to
have
be
some
different.
whiny people in the car, though.
We'll see. Yeah, we will be driving back from
With a
Philadelphia
heat
in the traffic. I'll be driving. So maybe not as hosting, but I'll try my best.
I'll take over for you guys.
Absolutely. You'll be shotgun. Okay. Enjoy these games.